So Mr. Chuck Schumer just said the quiet part out loud. So you know how judge after judge has been coming up with any excuse to stop literally anything the Trump administration wants to do?
Another judge is throwing a legal roadblock in the way of President Trump and Elon Musk.
Federal judges slammed the brakes on his frenzied effort to slash the federal workforce and spending.
We can have big cuts that don't affect anybody, waste, fraud, and abuse, and we're finding it now. That's one of the beauties of what Elon's doing.
A federal judge today temporarily blocking Elon Musk and his team from accessing sensitive Treasury Department records.
Well, a federal judge is now ordering all USAID systems to be reinstated. That ruling blocks Elon Musk and DOGE from making more cuts to the organization.
A federal judge has even blocked the suspension of security clearances for people responsible for the Steele dossier. You remember the Russia collusion hoax? No, yeah, a federal judge says the people responsible for that dossier get to keep their security clearances. And everybody knows the Tren de Aragua thing.
A showdown between President Trump and the federal court over his deportation of hundreds of alleged immigrant gang members. The judge ruled any plane containing these folks that is going to take off or is in the air needs to be returned to the United States.
Criminal gang members evading warrants in El Salvador. El Salvador wants them back, and I'm supposed to be upset at who? The Trump administration? I'm supposed to side with this judge? Actually, Stephen Miller had the perfect response to all of this.
Is it your position that a member of Tren de Aragua who is in our United States illegally should be allowed to commit crimes limitlessly until such time as that individual is incarcerated, that it should be open season on Americans, that TDAs come in, it's like ISIS coming into your country or Al-Qaeda coming into your country, and that you let them stay here, catch and release, catch and release, catch and release, and then eventually, only after they've served some prison time in America do they get sent out? Our job is to send the terrorists out before anyone else gets murdered. You cannot have a democracy where single individual district court judges can assume the full total powers of the commander-in-chief. Even on the Supreme Court, it takes the agreement of 5 Supreme Court justices to change a federal policy. 5. A single district court judge out of 700 cannot set policy for the entire nation, let alone on national security and public safety issues. The president has been clear that he has tremendous respect for Justice Roberts and believes it's essential the Supreme Court crack down and stop this assault on our democracy from these radical rogue judges that are usurping the powers of the presidency and laying waste to our entire constitutional system.
And so I'm just sitting here wondering, right? Why so much resistance from the courts? I mean, this is normal crap. Obama didn't get the same kind of resistance.
Barack Obama has deported 387,790 immigrants in the last year, almost 100,000 more than the last full fiscal year of the Bush presidency. So the ones that tell you, oh, Obama's soft on immigrants, and you can argue about whether he should have or shouldn't have. It's just the facts say that he certainly is not soft on them. He's much tougher than Bush was. And by the way, the percentage of them who are criminals that Obama's sending back is actually larger. So to me, that says he's being more efficient.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also, I mean, now I'll defend President Obama on this. It's a significantly larger percentage of criminals who are being deported back, which, I mean, we're all in favor of. Your criminals,
of course,
illegal immigrant criminals need to be sent back.
Oh yeah, no, of course. I'm really glad that we all still agree on that. Or do you guys remember that time where the Supreme Court affirmed that Obama has the power to regulate climate change through executive order?
Supreme Court says the president has the authority, if he wants, to try to regulate climate change, carbon emissions across state lines. This is an issue if the president, as expected, uses his executive power between now and election day, could become an issue. Could help some Democrats, could hurt some Democrats.
If you want it, it's there. I mean, you don't have to take it, but if you want it, you can have it. We're just letting you know. Oh, how about DACA? You guys remember DACA? This actually is my favorite example.
The Obama administration just announced a massive executive action. It's going to protect about 4 million unauthorized immigrants from deportation, and it's going to let them work legally in the U.S.
So Obama could deport people, Obama could regulate climate change and healthcare through executive order, but Trump can't so much as repeal one of Obama's executive orders?
The Supreme Court today ruled in favor of President Obama's signature achievement at the expense of Donald Trump's. Chief Justice John Roberts was the swing vote in a decision that says the Trump administration cannot carry out its plan to shut down what's known as DACA.
And naturally, our reaction is, what are these partisan hack judges? What's going on here? Because the entire country had a very clear mandate as to what we wanted to vote for. I mean, every county just about in this entire country moved to the right.
When Donald Trump and his top allies talk about having a mandate coming out of the 2024 election, this is what they're talking about. Now, you look at the map, you see a lot of squares colored in. Here's what it actually means. Every county that you see red is a county that shifted toward Trump. When you flip back into the biggest issue for Americans as they voted, the economy, where cost of living was outpacing wages, you know, when it comes to a mandate, the economy is the place where Donald Trump, his tariff proposals, his tax cut proposals, his deregulatory proposals, clearly feels like he has the most ground to work with.
Y'all notice how nearly that entire map was red? And what were the policies that he was saying had the most support in that clip?
When it comes to a mandate, the economy is the place where Donald Trump, his tariff proposals, his tax cut proposals, his deregulatory proposals, clearly feels like he has the most ground to work with.
It's weird. It's almost like everybody supports deregulation and tax cuts and cutting waste. It's almost like everybody, including Democrats, support deporting illegal criminal migrants or terrorists or gang members. So why is our judicial branch of our federal government engaging in such a level of resistance when they did not at all apply that equally to the other side, when clearly these are policies that are supported on both sides of the aisle? So what's going on here? Well, Chuck Schumer, the absolute genius that he is, just admitted to literally everything we've been speculating over the past couple months in under a minute.
There are those who believe that we are in real time living through an assault on the constitutional order. Do you believe that we are in a constitutional crisis right now?
Yes, our democracy is at risk because Donald Trump shows that he wishes to violate the laws in many, many different ways. The good news here is we did put 235 judges, progressive judges, judges not under the control of Trump last year on the bench, and they are ruling against Trump time after time after time. And we hope that the appellate courts, when it gets up there in the Supreme Court, will uphold those rulings. They restored the money to NIH. They required that 8,000 federal employees have to come back. We're in over 100 lawsuits against them, and we are having a good deal of success. It's only at the lower court level right now.
So I guess it's confirmed. Thanks, Chuck. Does this guy ever not sound like he's just reading the script his handlers gave him? Man, I swear he's like a human-sized wind-up doll. So I put this all together to let you guys know that I don't think we can trust the lower courts at all. And I think that this admission from Chuck Schumer, paired with the circumstantial evidence of the clear double standard that I've tried to present throughout this report, it leaves me wondering what our options are. Are we really in a situation where Trump is going to have to just hand out pardons left and right while he's forcing through what needs to be accomplished in order to weed out the bureaucratic state? You guys know that when he does that, they're immediately going to push impeachment, and the entire mainstream media apparatus is going to push and pressure all those fair weather country club Republicans to go with it. That's kind of embarrassing. I did not mean to leave that up. Please like and subscribe and share the video with someone you know, because they need to see the double standard. I was supposed to do that first and then dig into the questions, but I'm not re-recording all of that. Guys, if you know where we're left at here, what kind of position that puts us in, or what you think we should do from here, let me know in the comments, man. I'm super interested. Let's strategize. And check out some of my other content. If you like this video, I bet you like one of these. You guys are awesome. I'll see you on the next one.